A University of Guelph student has earned a prestigious honor. CTV's Leighanne had a chance to sit down with Jayden Parker last week to find out more about the scholarship he has become a recipient of and his future career goals. Take a look. Giving talented young people from around the world a chance to study at the University of Oxford. That's what the prestigious Rhodes Scholarship aims to do. And a University of Guelph student has been named as a recipient. Let's join Jayden Parker to find out more about his journey. Jayden, congratulations. Thanks so much for taking the time.
Thank you so much. Of course, it's my pleasure.
All right, so first just start by telling me a little bit about yourself and your studies at the University of Guelph.
Yeah, of course. I am a fourth-year biomedical science student, and my goal was to attend the Ontario Veterinary College and become a veterinarian, but that's been a little wrench has been thrown in that plan recently.
What about that wrench?
So I have become a recipient of the Rhodes Scholarship, which was absolutely unexpected, an unbelievable opportunity. So it's a fully funded postgraduate scholarship to study for 2 years at the University of Oxford, and I was selected as a recipient in November, and yeah, it's felt like a dream for the last 3 months. It still doesn't feel real, so hopefully I'll be heading up there in September after I finish my biomedical sciences degree.
Okay, fantastic. We know this is a very prestigious scholarship. What does it mean to you to be a recipient?
I mean, it's just absolutely incredible. I think it's really representative of a lot of hard work that I've put in and a lot of support and belief from my network of family, friends, and educators, coaches, colleagues. You know, it's definitely not a solo effort, and it's so meaningful for me because this is it's a field that I'm very passionate about: environmental conservation, studying nature, studying veterinary practice, and so I'm really excited to be able to pursue that from another angle in a very prestigious institution.
Okay, I want to hear a little bit more about that after, but first kind of take us back. Tell me a bit about the journey to the Rhodes Scholarship. You know, do you have to apply? What's the process like? And what did you go through?
Yeah, it is a very thorough and it's a pretty intimidating process. I had actually heard about the scholarship a few times in passing through the university, and I had never considered it to be something that was even possible for me to achieve. But then while I was working over the summer, they reached out to me, so I decided I'd give it a shot. I never expected to be here, but it required a lot of references, a lot of experience, definitely the most detailed application process I've been through. And then I had to fly back from Canada, from Guelph during midterm season to do a pretty intense, pretty serious interview, and I was not very hopeful after it, but apparently I did well enough, and I'm so happy with how things worked out. I can't believe it.
Yeah, I think you certainly must have. Obviously, you're off to Oxford then. You talked a little bit about your plans there, what you'll be studying. Tell us what that actually looks like.
Yeah, so I will be doing 2 one-year masters, a master's in biodiversity, conservation, and nature recovery, and then hopefully a second master's in environmental change and management. So I'll be studying out there for those 2 years, and I'm just hoping to obtain a more detailed understanding of policy and conservation because I've been very involved in medicine and veterinary work. I've worked with rehab and on some conservation projects, but I'm hoping those 2 years can kind of kickstart my career into having the ability to influence policy on a broader scale.
And what do you think that will look like after you receive these master's degrees? Kind of what is your goal with that afterwards?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd hope to still become a vet because that's been my dream ever since I was little. This is just a nice addition. So I'd love to be able to return, study, and become a doctor of veterinary medicine along with my studies at Oxford. And there's so many avenues I'd love to take this. I mean, I would love to become an exotic vet and a conservationist, and to mainly work abroad with endangered species. That would be my dream, working with rhinos or orangutans. You know, I've spent some time working with them out there in Borneo. And I'd also love to be able to work with some kind of policy, maybe attend United Nations climate change conferences, you know, push for urgent action to limit temperature rise by 1.5 degrees Celsius. That's something that I'm very, very passionate about. And closer to home, you know, I'm from Bermuda, so we've got a marine prosperity plan that's kind of in the works that I'd love to be able to get involved with. There's so many different ways that I could take this, and all of them I'm very passionate about, but definitely I'd love to focus on conservation policy while also still being able to be a hands-on vet, you know, out there into the savannah working with the rhinos.
Wow, it's so incredible. You have such a bright future ahead of yourself. Quickly, before I let you go, I have to know, what is your message to young people who are wanting to achieve their goals just like what you're doing?
Yeah, absolutely. I would say never, ever count yourself out. I mean, never in a million years did I believe that I would be here. You know, I had to fight for scholarships, for financial support to go through my secondary education and funding my current education at the University of Guelph. So I would definitely say push through and pursue those dreams, and make sure you surround yourself with people who support you and push you to always become a better version of yourself, because it's absolutely not a solo effort. It's the care and support of a lot of people who got me here, and I hope I can inspire people maybe in a similar situation to me.
Well, I think you certainly are inspiring. You're already so successful, Jayden, but of course you have an amazing future ahead of you. We wish you all the best with Oxford and your future endeavors, and thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you so much. Of course, it was great to be here.